Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. I'm trying out my new microphone today, so hope the sound will be a little better. Did you happen to know that love hurts when you're in the Twilight Zone? I'll tell you all about it. Stick around. This is another story from my record store days back in the 90s. I worked there for 8 years, loved the job. It was a great store. That's where I got some of this. And there were a lot of odd occurrences when we worked there. And I remember one evening, my husband and I were watching the news, and there was this terrible news story about a guy who had unalived his wife and kids. His wife told him she was leaving because he was abusive to her. And they had two little kids under, toddler age. So it was just a horrible story. So the next day when I went to work, my coworkers and I were talking about this story, just, how awful it was. And then these two teenage girls come in and they're clinging to each other. And you can tell they've been crying and they're shivering and upset. I said, "Can I help y'all find anything?" And one of the girls says, "Do you have a copy of Love Hurts by Nazareth?" And of course we did. Nazareth was a band that had a huge hit with Love Hurts, which was actually an old Everly Brothers tune. They had a hit with it in the 50s. It's a beautiful song, and Nazareth put sort of a hard rock, deep and heavy edge to it. So I went and got the 45. I said, "Here's a copy right here." And they said, "Could you play it for us?" Now, normally we had this little portable record player set up on the counter. The store was full of used records, so they could go get a used record and try it out before they bought it. But someone was using it. So I said, "Yeah, sure, I can put it on the store system." So I put it on, and from the very beginning notes, even before the singer comes in, these girls start wailing and crying. I mean, just in hysterics. I look at my coworker and he looks back at me and we're thinking, oh, probably puppy love. The boyfriend broke up with them or something. The record played on for a little bit and they were getting louder and louder and people were looking at them. The record ended. I took the needle off and I said, is that the only thing you're looking for? And one of the girls said, "Yeah, we need to play it for our brother's funeral." And it turned out that her brother was the guy who unalived his family the next day. So cue the Twilight Zone music. That was a weird day. I'll put a link down to the Nazareth video if you want to hear the song. I'm sure you're familiar with it if you're a certain age, like myself. Thanks for watching. I hope you like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. If there's anything else you want me to talk about, please leave it in the comments. Are you a Nazareth fan? Tell us about it. They were a great band. I will see you in the next one. Thanks.